Alright, doing some more recording. We're playing some Endless Space 2 this time. Endless Space 2 is a strategy game, so if you're not interested in that, that's fine. I don't really care. Um, I play whatever that I feel like at the time. So, you have to deal with it, I guess. Probably, I will not have just this game for this day that I'm uploading it on, whatever day it happens to be. I've been recording a day ahead lately. Um, so, maybe I'll just save this gameplay for, I don't know, a weekend or something. Anyways, we have random AIs. It's the default size for most things. Game difficulty normal, competitors 8, speed normal. It's about 300 turns. That's a long time actually, but 150 is too little for the like fast is 150. Uh, there's also endless mode, which is 600, and slow game, which is 450. I just adds 150 each time. Whatever. Pirates difficulty normal. Galaxy size I'm having exceptional because I guess I just feel like it. Galaxy density is going to be random. There'll be many of those, random shape, many constellations. I could do advanced settings if I wanted to, but oh wait, no, all of these are on. I don't know why those were off, but yeah. So we'll get to it. I do have some of the DLC installed right now. I have the what is it, Supremacy DLC, which unlocks the Husho, the Vaulters, and Behemoths and their upgrades. I don't have the Umbral Choir, Penumbra, or Endless Space 2 Awakening, which is as Zeth Lean Touch. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Seth says, um, the Endless Space 2 Awakening pack is $13 you can spend to make your game worse. I think he says 13. I don't know. 12, 13, whatever. It's like 15-ish. It's how much the DLC costs. Regardless, I'm playing Riftborn. Uh, yeah, let's get into it. Each faction has their own unique like storyline that they got. Um, they got their own story stuff they got as well. I'll explain more when the game actually loads up. I think Seth says that the Riftborn are Tetris blocks from another dimension. I think is how he describes it, and it's pretty funny because that's actually pretty true. They look like, at least. See that dude in the background? I guess female, maybe. I don't know. Indeterminate gender because it's a robot.
Ours was a pristine universe. We knew nothing of your endless, your dust. Until the rift ripped a path between our realities, injecting a blight that spread like poison. Our cosmos of order and balance was shattered forever. Dying, corrupted, and consumed. We had no choice. We are outcasts in the chaos that is your universe, willing to do anything to save our own.
And
This unlucky people
that's their little
have
backstory.
come because a rift in the fabric between the universes threatens their existence. Things look bleak.
There's a narrator, but I'm gonna skip
Hope
this because you could
this
just
even.
read this on your own if you feel like. Okay. Um, there are different galaxy types, which this is weird because this is where I am in one of my friends' games as well. Uh, different constellations effects. You need to control 3 of the planets or systems, not planets, systems in this constellation. Control the plus 50% influence bonus. So there's 8 people, so there will be 2 per arm of the, I guess, Shuriken Galaxy. Um, there are going to be a lot of little systems, long lines, and such. Um, yeah, every faction gets an exploration ship and a colonization ship, except for the Vidyani and the Vultures. The Vultures get their own unique stuff that I haven't touched yet. I haven't dealt with them yet. And the Unfallen. I think the Unfallen get their own type of ship too. The Vidyani get 2 colonizers, quote unquote, and that's not exactly true either. Vidyani are special. We'll get to them if we see them. I don't feel like talking about them. They're really confusing. Um, yeah. Um, this is the planet you start with, or the system you start with. You got. It's not going to be the same every time. This is just a random. Your wow. Yeah. Your home planet will always be the same. It'll always be whatever name you have for the default planet. You can change the name if you feel like it for most things. I don't know if you can change the planet or not. I'm pretty sure you can't, but you can change the name of your system if you want. You start with a um, 2 of your population or whatever of your population, and 1 of your alternative Civ allies. Yeah, and this is the amount they'll grow each turn. This is how content your empire is and what modifiers they are and stuff. So the Riftborn typically like hot planets because the Riftborn themselves don't need to eat at all because they're robots. Um, except for these dudes who do need to eat. And the only thing that they really provide is food for minor civs that you may conquer in the future, basically. But I can colonize this just like immediately. 4 turns it'll take. People are also printed, which is a unique thing. The population you don't get more people through normal like creation methods. Like this is only the Epistis um, minor civ that you possess as allies. Uh, your normal people you have to actually make from printing, basically. Create your population. You can also control singularities or compression singularities, which speed up time on places, and dilation ones, which decrease time, quote unquote. It's FIDS. FIDS is food, industry, dust, science, influence, or FIDS-E or whatever. Um, so food is usually helpful for any population that actually eats things, unlike the Riftborn. Riftborn are industry focused, so they'll have a lot of that. There's the Lumeris, who that's a different race or different faction you can choose. They're mainly dust focused. There's Sophons that are science focused, and there's a few that are influence focused. There's, I think, what are they called? Imperials, and the Unfallen are sort of influence focused as well. Unfallen are actually kind of food influence. Horatio is food, and Horatio's kind of unique in their way of doing stuff, but we'll get to them another time. So population is useful, and it takes a certain amount of turns to get it, stuff like that. Um, uh, yeah, so that's the thing. Starting with a lava planet right off the bat is pretty nice. There are different curiosities you can explore for different effects for planets and stuff. Usually it's like Hyperium or titanium or some sort of alternative thing that you can get, which comes from the trade menu, which I don't have unlocked at the moment. But there's different like luxury resources that are for each type of FIDS, as well as approval, manpower, and trade stuff. When I unlock this, yeah, this is the science menu, or technology screen. You can research anything per turn, basically, that you want. That's as long as you have it unlocked. Like I have 2 rings unlocked here, and then for the other ones, I just have 1. I'm gonna get this one first because if you don't get this one, you can't um, talk to anybody else. So it'd be nice to actually have that. This is food production stuff, and I don't really need that. And it is suggested though because of the minor civs you'll pick up later in the game. Sort of thing. Currently, I don't possess exploitation of titanium, even though it's on my planet. So yeah, we'll get that. Second, you can produce a queue for things that you need. Nice. You have to unlock the ability to colonize all the different planets and stuff. Um, there are planetary specializations, all that stuff. It might just be better for you to watch like a review video of this game before you actually watch me play it, because it will take a million years for me to explain everything. So just get to colonizing first, I guess. Let's kill a few of these, or all of them. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There's also heroes that you can. Yeah. They're all based on mathematical like formula stuff. There's E. There's pi. There's like alpha, omega, etc., etc. Always, I'm going to assign the first hero I get to the system. When they level up, they get skill points that you can apply to different like stuff, like the gains more production per system, or more food, or if you have them on a fleet, you can give refill rate or vision range or whatever you feel like. Personally, I prefer just the not assigning them at all to fleets, just having the system ones. It's more helpful for me, in my opinion. Um, there's a whole bunch of other stuff, like there's a law screen where you can put laws for different stuff. Gives you increased stuff on outposts, or increased 10% FIDS per anomalies on colonized planets in the systems. I get more dust per people, but I get less approval. I get more approval, but I get less production. Approval is helpful for like the amount of uh, production that each person produces, sort of. How well they work, I guess, is the way I could put it, in my opinion. But first, I'll put this one out because I need dust first. You need dust for a lot of things. That's dust per person. Currently, only 2 parties. Parties do come into contact with you later because there's different political parties that have different influences and stuff. Yeah, if your government goes down to like the negative approval rating or like the 1 approval rating, apparently they really don't like me because, yeah. So if you have less approval rating, they produce stuff like less dust and less science. And because it's like that, I'm actually not gonna law. I can't. I have to abolish it next turn. Whatever. Um. Yeah. So we'll print some people first, and we'll colonize the planet. Or should I do it this way first? That gives all the production in the world over here. And there's different luxury resources you can discover. Um. Yeah, I discovered it because I don't have it active. I can see it here, bedroom because hold on. I can see that because where is it? They require it for favoring them for producing more of them. I guess producing more population of them. Okay, all that explaining. So much of it. Same for forces for manpower. Since I robot people, I can just make them fabricate forces. Um, yeah, and then you got ships. Um, it's important to discover as much of everything as possible. Uh, so yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Since I am spawning in basically the same spot as I did last time, there's probably someone over here. If I had to guess, actually, there's probably no one here. And if there is people, that's unfortunate because it means 3 people have spawned in here when there's 8. It could be spread 2 each. That would be unfortunate. But anyways, I can press uh, expedition for exploring the curiosities on different planets. Explore both of those. You get different like luxury resources. That's actually very helpful. Same with that luxury resources. It just tells you they're discovered. Right click to clear notifications out. Now, if I go back to my planets, this has Transvine and Blue Cat mold on it. So if I colonize it, I get 2 of those per turn, basically. And they provide different deposit effects. Like a person, they provide +3 approval per person and +1 approval, food, and dust per person. Whereas the planet type produces -3 per person, so it's a positive of +1 approval per person. It's nice because snow planets are generally not liked by basically everybody. Uh, Snow planets produce science, hot planets produce industry. Um, there's like jungle planets or something, or fertile planets that have food on them. Um, there's some unique planets scattered about here and there too that we'll come across that I'll talk about when we come across them. But for now, you gotta click on the line and send your hello. Can you move? Oh, because he did the exploration. That's right. You did the exploration. They won't move sometimes. Sometimes they will. Sometimes they won't. You can send the colonization ship out though, and they'll go for as long as the line happens to be, which it'll probably only end about like here-ish. So you can see the mouse. I think you can because it should be a different type of mouse, so the game counts or the game recording software counts it as having it. Yeah. So this is turn 1. There's also a like military menu for like your different ships that you can look at and different. When you do, I'll explain that later. Academy for heroes. Now this is a quest. There's not any quests yet, and we have not met any other empires, so we can't access the diplomatic screen either. Okay. End of turn 1. After I've explained everything, I'm probably not going to go around explaining any more than anything or like once I've explained most of it, I'll just keep playing and just go with the flow, I guess. Still not there yet. That's surprising. Over here. Okay. Not much to do at all, so I'll just end turn again. typically there won't be much to do unless something happens. There's that, and there's this. So if I don't skip through it, it'll tell me all the things about. That's awesome. It's already discovered why. It just takes a long time to switch between the planets. So I just click through it. There's probably a way of turning it off, but I don't know how. Immediately, I don't know how. There's a glitch that happens from time to time that is fairly common, which is that it won't tell me the effects of the places that'll appear. Like it'll say anomaly beneficial, the description under it, and then it'll say this planetary anomaly has a beneficial effect on the planet, but it won't tell me the effects of it. Fairly common bug. Might happen from time to time. If it does, you can still see the effect if you like. This has +2 industry, +1 dust, and this has +2 science, +1 dust. If I just highlight the entire planet itself, it shows the anomalies and what they do, but it doesn't show like the effect. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. So next, we'll just probes can also. Let me see this at a time. Probes can also just be sent in directions for a certain amount of time until they encounter something. So I could just send it it's aligned this way, so there's probably something here. And it'll take 5 turns to keep going till the end of its path. This is useful because constellations themselves are like enclosed chunks of it, of the galaxy, so there's like it won't actually go all the way to the center here. It won't connect in one line. Shouldn't connect in one line. It'll probably be like it's probably like down here to like here-ish. And then there'll be like a center one, and then there'll be like 1 or 2 in each of these other arms of the galaxy. And you need probes to discover the other paths of it, and then you need baryonic shielding to be able to move off of lines, free movement. So, yeah. But I don't have it unlocked yet, so let's just back. We'll send them this way. I'll try to make it as less sickening as possible by doing that. By just clicking through it as fast as possible. The colony ship cannot explore the anomalies. Only the exploration ship can. So that's why I did not explore those. I just left instead. Still going. You do have to manually move your fleets. So that you can do other stuff. You can do other stuff while it's doing it. That's what it is. I'll go back and explore that anomaly. It takes 2 turns for you to. It says 1, but it was 2 since I left here. So yeah. Oh, there's another. Through all those. We got mixed anomalies. Anomalies can be positive, or sorry, beneficial, mixed, or they can be non-beneficial, whatever the term is. Can't remember. Negative. Can't remember what I was saying. Mixed are good and bad. This one has negative approval and industry, but it has increased dust per person. So that's actually all right, because this ocean planets are generally really good. They're one of the final terraform. You can terraform after you get the technology for it, but it's like 4th or 5th ring of science, technology, right? Terraforming is like this stuff down here. Here, I guess it's third, fourth, but I'll be in the bottom, I think. Yeah, okay, it's third and fourth, but still, yeah, they're their own thing. Ocean is one of the better ones. Okay, it's that. Still a 0 of 2. It's still the same turn. Um, and here comes the quests for the default quests. Completed science. Completed different quadrant stages in the technology screen, like this type of thing. Be this, I think. If you get first for doing that, for doing these different like quests, you get rewards for them. Sometimes they are completely random, utterly completely random. Like this one's not unlocked because I don't have any of them. This one is what it's saying for unlocked. Um, wonders are interesting. We'll just leave it at that for now. The reward for being successfully to search 10 curiosities is 75 Gedonics, which is another luxury resource. We'll talk about that later. Explore 5 curiosities with a hero of level 3 or higher. Pass. I don't have any heroes that are that high. It would have given me 80 super spuds. It doesn't matter. It's just 80 super spuds regardless. Okay, we'll just do the system improvements then. The different like symbols on them are the different political party types. Ecologists, industrialists, and pacifists. Which is 50 points in relations with 2 minor civilizations. That's positive points. So like I haven't found one yet, so I'll talk about it when I get to it. But just use this one for now. Building's done with. So science. Let's move our ships. Still on that line. Should have a probe. So let's go. You automatically get like +5 if you discover loads of things like luxury resources or strategic deposits like this. Okay, so I've colonized this. It's nice. Move this guy over here. You can move them back and forth as long as they're on the same system of planets. Because this produces way more industry. And the other, this is the home planet. Very fortunate that we got this here. I can just print people until it comes up with the right amount. So it takes less turns to make things, the more industry you produce. So I could just do it like this. The cerebral reality and drone networks, they provide a boost of +10 for each of them, and +15 for each of those, just permanently for the planet that you put them on. They're on. You can put them on every planet. Most people don't immediately because, well, you can. You can't. It doesn't matter. Usually, you have more stuff unlocked after colonize another planet, so you want to put things you want to put on it first. Or other things. But they do have low costs right off the bat, which is really nice too. So yeah, that's basically how this is going to go. It's 19 turns out. That's a ways out. That's fine. Actually, that no line as well. You can move these around as much as you want. Yeah, so I'll do that. Send you over. Who's idle? It is you. Okay, I thought. Come on. Go. Go along that line. It's like okay. Still going out. Gain influence per turn, which is the influence up here, and you can see the amount of it, like your circle for your planet will grow outwards based on the amount of influence you produce. Sort of. If you have negative influence, it'll also decrease inwards. But you can just hope that you never get it. You can just hope that you never get negative influence. Yeah. Oh, that just discovers that line. That's nice. Colonizable has only science and a little bit of dust. Barren plants are not liked typically because -8 for approval rating per person is terrible. So pass on that. Let's see. Is there anything worth colonizing? Currently, no. There's not. I should go over here probably. Once they've been sent down a line, it will just keep going down the line until it reaches the end of it. Just slightly unfortunate. Is this like this again? It does have an anomaly. Okay. This will take probably 3 to 4 turns to go down here. 2 turns, never mind. I lied. It'll take them 4 turns to go down there to look for things. I might want to colonize this, though. Yeah, we'll go colonize that instead. Where are you going? You go here instead. Let's go down there. Okay, 6 turns later, I'll start colonizing. You want to get at least 1 colony, like right off the bat, because it's helpful. To say the least. Okay. You can unpin this too. I like to unpin it because it's not. I don't like seeing it in the upright. I found my other miner sieve. Again. Okay. That's unusual, but not uncommon, I guess. You can make first contact with them, shake their hands, etc. And then you can praise them for like 10. It slowly increases as well, costing more. For 10 turns, it'll slowly improve by 2 relations per turn. Hopefully by the next time, you can do this multiple times, so it increases by like 2, 4, 6, 8 sort of thing, like more and more and more and more, so you gain more and more and more favorability with them. If you reach, I think, this, like, it's like 20 or 25 or something, they'll start providing you a small portion of the resources, and then most of the resources, good, and then most, yeah. You can assist them with a quest or something, Or if you have enough influence, you can just assimilate them directly sometimes. Yeah, there's those options. Well, I haven't used those. Where are they? They're probably over here. Yep, there they are. So let's access them or skip. If there's a colonized planet in a system, you cannot colonize any of the other planets, no matter what good stuff they have on them, unless you assimilate them first. So that's important to note. Yeah, that's the end of that drone. It'll probably go about here-ish and then stop. Okay. I should assimilate them though. They're the ones that provide additional industry as well as food. Planets that have no food. Okay. Next turn. Ooh, that's even worse. It's probably the worst thing I could have gotten there. That mixed anomaly that provides even more negative approval. It gives me plus 50 science. Which is nice. That goes to science surplus. So if something costs more science, this will be done this turn. Then it adds to that. Which is nice. Yeah, let's see. This planet now has negative 10 approval per person. That's awful. That's pretty bad. Okay, go that way, continuing with that one. You can produce more ships as well. I feel like I'm a little bit low, but the problem is that they take. This is 3 turns. This one is 2 turns. I mean, that's not bad, because I've got more industry. That's why it's not so bad. Why did you go over there? This is a sterile planet? Is that why? Back over here. Those there. Oh no, I'm producing negative food. There. There too. Yeah, the Riftborn don't require food, which is really nice. Yep. Continuing on. Something happened. Oh, my hero leveled up. Assign skills. Actually, what I'll do is assign more industry, because yeah, industry all the way. These people. The more industry you have, the more things cost less time. That makes sense. Real planet temperate. Uh, planet. It's 2 turns, so there. 3 turns. Sorry. It's fine. Whatever. Yeah, not much to do for most turns. Just press end turn a few times. Okay, got another planet over here. in the system. Play the place. Okay, rarely you will not find anything. See, this is rarely because most of the time you don't have anything. This is an awesome planet for me. The system. It's just all colonizables. I just produced another colony ship and sent it over here. Good. So this has a beneficial one. More industry, more industry. Dust and science is good too. Might just geist it up. Turns that's a little bit to affect other ones, but whatever. Okay. This is the behemoth unlocking thing, basically. Participants, myself, and all the rest of them. Yeah, it reveals it regardless. They just get more dark glitter, which is another luxury resource. They get it first. Okay. Stuff is done building. Yep, you gotta create, select all. No! Okay, this is the turn that pirates spawn. That's unfortunate. That's really, really, really unfortunate. You go back there, please. You reach the end of there. Pirates suck. They take all the planets. They took all the systems you always want. Like this one. Okay. Well, that's slightly unfortunate. At least they didn't take this one. Pirates are like minor civs.
Speak.
Sort of. Why are you already poor with me? I didn't do anything to you. I was literally just there. That's the only problem. You can buy a pirate mark to put on other Empire systems. Not on minor civs. You can't put it on minor civs. Much as I'd like it sometimes. Though, it's basically like sending a mugger after someone in GTA. That's the best way of putting it. Yeah, that's a Sophon head. If you have enough of this, you can sabotage their fleets to make them slightly reduced power gains for their stuff. Or you can support them, and it'll give more increased diplomacy with them, basically. If you get to cordial, they won't attack you at all. Yeah, that's awful. Oh yeah, that's right. There's special systems. If I extend my influence all the way over to this, which is influence, and what I'm talking about this way is the giant circle that I have around my planet. If it grows to extend and cover this thing, I get these effects per person on my main planet. Or on the planet that has the overreaching effect. So if I got Atlas, or if I was to colonize this stupid barren planet, and its reach covered this, then it would give me the benefits from that to that planet. The last person I played was the Unfallen, who worked slightly different. The Unfallen have celestial vines that they can use to entwine systems and take them under their control. Sort of. Best way of putting it, I don't really know how else to put it. It's kind of confusing. However, still grabbing Arcturus, though. That awesome planet. Every time you colonize, each different type of planet has their own unique foundation. Yes. and they're pretty neat. I like watching them. So other people, they have, for these three things, they have this one, which is steal food from another colony. If a hostile empire decided to colonize it first, or after you, or something like that, you can steal food from them that way. This one is usually dust, and this one is usually influence. But Thriftborn are unique because they're unique. So I can, for 10 turns, send 10 Hyperium, so I gain 1 per turn, over to this place, and it makes it colonize faster. So I have a colony in 6 turns instead of not. And instead of it taking 10 turns. It does have -8 approval per person, but I don't care because it is too good for me to pass up. My other Geist that I was going to colonize the other one with. You'll be an exploration ship then, I guess. Because can't take that now, can I? So the way you defeat pirates in this game is you get a ship that has attack power of some degree. Colony ships don't really have attack power. I don't think at all. Let me check. This is so it has 29. This is a curiosity ship or exploration ship. This has 29 attack, 45 defense, and since it's on the right, that's energy attack and just overall health. So if it doesn't go either way for the bottom one, the right side is energy, the left side is physical. Colony ships have 0 attack and 45 health. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, did you guys shuffle around while I wasn't looking? Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they shuffle the people around when they're not paying attention. Sort of unfortunate. Oh wait, you're increased on sterile. Yeah, you aren't sterile. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I'll get these done first. Industry stuff done with before I do anything else. Because, yeah, well, industry forever, I guess. So this will not have its own circle until it actually becomes a colony 6 turns later. So yeah, you can use mouse to drag, or you can use arrow keys like I do sometimes. Oh yeah, there's also economy scan, which can show you, if you zoom in far enough, how well things do for like industry or dust or science or anything else. Food is negative, pretty much. Influence and all that. You can also zoom in really far, really far, and see specific stuff that is completely irrelevant. And like the production of each place, like this, all industry. Hero output, all industry. Stuff like that. This helps you determine where to attack and stuff later. You have actual stuff to attack with. So yeah, just more. Science complete. I don't want them to stop, so I just make them turn immediately. There's no point of stopping at this place. Pirates don't get a ship until 11 turns later. That's what this little thing is. And this is the level of the place. Eventually, without me even doing anything, pirates will disappear forever. It's like turn 100 or so. All the empires sort of band together and like, nah, let's get rid of these. and they will starve them out without you even doing anything. So, yeah, of course, it helps to be friendly with them until they starve out, because I mean you can starve them out yourself early on as well, as long as you have enough manpower. But typically, you need to assimilate a place like this first, because they minor civs have automatically better ships than you to begin with. So yeah, might as well have better ships for them instead of making your own when you can just. Okay, get that done with. Ooh, discovered the pulsos. Those are pretty nice as well. They're more industry people. I've got stuff on anomaly. Raise them once. Lose all my minus my tiny amount of influence that I have. Where are you at? You're over here. So their ships are, well, it looks like they're not that much better right now. But as soon as you assimilate them, they become like hundreds of attack better than you. A lot. This is the exploration ship. You can um, explore things, and you don't get the bonus of it if it's colonized, but you do get it. Oh, that's nice. You do get the bonuses of like the load bonus that you get. That's on the far right side when the screen pulls up. Yeah, I might as well. Do I how many do I have? One or two? I have two. Okay, I'll do. Or you get modules from time to time as well, or just unique improvements. That's a rare one. I didn't think I would get this early. Okay, well that's fine. Um, Continuing on, I guess. So next year. Yeah, there's something here in the fog war is between Electra and this, because the lines don't curve; they're only straight lines. All right, let's just continuing on. Not much happens in the beginning. Level up again. Excellent. More industry. Oh, that's right. Political surveys occur from time to time. I think it's like every 20 turns or something. 20, 25, something like that. This depends who govern. This determines who governs your place. Like basically, when you do the political survey, it's usually at the end of the turn. They'll have like a thing. Excuse me. Dust effects. That was concrete sort of thing. That way, you reached a place as well. The load now and get eaten. Where is this? A place I haven't discovered yet. Okay. Cool. That looks a lot like the Ishimura from Dead Space, in my opinion. Sort of does. I don't know. Reminds me of it, I guess. Okay. I'll do that when I have time. The incense gains plus 30 influence on system. I'll use it for that. Any other anomalies here? There are not. Might be good to grab this place. good positive anomalies, and ash planet, desert planet. Desert planets are good for dust in industry. So that's by itself. So we'll go this way next. It's building that next. The more industry you have, the faster things build. As I said, this was like 19 before. Now it's 7. 7 turns to build like this. This might actually be good to build here because I've got, so the curiosities it counts as are these two, and like, I'm not sure if these two count or not. I don't know, whatever. It also tells you when you hover on planets sometimes what missing technology you need to colonize it. So wave function control, which is like this, I think. Yeah. So I need to unlock 3 of these here. These 3 that are next in line before I can unlock that at all. So behemoth technology is all this stuff here that you can't. It's grayed out. You can't get it. If I was doing a longer game, I might go for behemoths, but well, I might go for it anyways because of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. People printing. This. All of those. 19 turns for all of these things instead of like the 5 things it was before. And influence gain is. It's alright. This will turn into a colony in 2 turns. Yeah. This is the academy stuff. Academy stuff is kind of annoying, but comes up from time to time. Explore atmospheric curiosities to discover the location of the academy. What is this? Oh, they searched 10. It must be Sophons. I'm guessing it's Sophons, because usually the Sophons do that the fastest. Ones are science. Science-based research. Cool. Alright. I'm gonna take that off. Looking at it. Yeah. It's rather good planets for Riftborn. All these industry ones. Okay. I'll manage low manpower because I don't have people. So they're all going to this place. I need to print some people, like a turn or 2. Whatever. I won't do that here. I'll do that on the other one. Colonize buildings. Yeah, I'll end it here for now, and I'll come back and do this another time. Or I won't have like the videos that are like all in a row like I did for the Dead Space thing because nobody watched those. But I will do we'll do like we'll say at least once every week, maybe like twice in a day, and then like one video that isn't related to this because these games take a long time. So if I was to do it that way, it would take forever. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Default Green signing off. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. See you in the next one.